Live. Okay, I'm live. I want to figure out how to get them from the other place. That's not me.
Okay. You have Pauline's number. Can you text her?
I can.
Might ask her to type a message on that other screen if she's still there.
I'm going to wait and see if everybody can hear me or anybody shows up. That water is good. Let's see what's on my work desk. On my view. Crap everywhere. Doggy bed in the background. Oh, computer. And then we have more stuff over on that side of the table. There's more crap. Oh, you see it? You hear me? Are you seeing the picture wobbling? Should see a picture. I'm wobbling around. Some shelves on the wall. I don't know. Can you hear me say, hello, Pauline, how are you today? Pauline said that she can hear me. I didn't see the new one you opened up yet. Did you do a craft room 2? We'll put probably a craft room 3. She stopped. She's sending me something back. I don't see it. She doesn't see it.
But you're seeing it.
I'm seeing video and it says live for 6 minutes. It says 2 people. I'll take you out.
Oh,
Hi, Shy. Can you see a picture, Shy? Okay. Because I have done this about 4 times. It's not, I can't figure half of it out.
okay, so she's got to go find you on YouTube, right?
What is the label? What did I label my video as? Hello? I get it set up as a tablet.
Mhm.
Okay, so that way you see just the dog bed. Can you move the dog bed off the table?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna move me out of here.
1. You just have it as 1. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. We'll wait for a few minutes and see how many other people come in. I know that's a great view, isn't it? It's messy in here, and I hate to show everybody this. How are you this morning? Shy, how are you doing? Okay. And I'm not been up long ago either. You can tell from the when I do my asthma medicine and first thing in the morning, makes me hoarse for a long time afterwards. Just one of the great things of living in the South, I guess. Only you. It says 3 people, but you're the only one talking. So give it a few more minutes and see before I go walk around. Because otherwise they could look at it afterwards, I guess, huh? What projects are you working on, Shy? Are you working on something interesting? Oh, here comes Sophia. Hello, how are you? Good morning. Uh, Oh, yes, that's only half of the room. Uh, we moved. We live in Savannah. When we moved to Savannah, my husband said that we moved from New Orleans to here, and he said he wanted to buy a house that had a space big enough for me to have a space. Well, this most of the houses here in Savannah are built with game rooms upstairs, and we changed it into this, and we added the cabinets and the countertops, and my father built the work tables. Hold on just a minute. Scrappy, stop it. Stop it. They don't have a dog. All right. Let's see what we can do. I'm gonna walk around. I'm gonna probably make you dizzy first thing in the morning. Oh hush. I'm gonna walk around. I'm gonna walk to where I come upstairs. When I come upstairs, this is what I see first. It's dark, I know, but that's full of die cuts, dies. Those two boxes are full of fabric, and I have dies here. I just haven't put them away in the die cut machine. But anyway, here is my room. That's the size of the room. See, my sons are both grown. We had ours when we were young. And okay, so I have, okay, this is my sewing side, as you can tell. There's those three cabinets, and we put a countertop up underneath it. But I have that work table my dad built me, and I put it on top of IKEA cubes, and then I have this table. So, and then my husband built me those shelves, and I just put stuff up there that I've painted or Stacy's given me or I've gotten as prizes or whatnot. And then I love old uh, train suitcases and old sewing boxes. And then that goes back to a couple of bedrooms back there that also has some of my stuff in. But we've only lived in the house a year, 2 years coming in May, coming up soon. And that's all my paper and books over there. You guys are gonna then it will probably be yeah. So I went through and I sorted all my papers out, and I realized, dang, I'm a paper hog. But somebody said they wanted to see. Okay, so I've got appliques and lace and stuff up there. My coveted paintbrushes that I use that I don't use on craft projects unless I'm using it to paint a real, like an artist rendition, or whatever you call it. All right. Some of those are my buttons. My dad cut me those wooden blocks. Can you believe how many he sent me? Look at that. Is that great or what? He didn't send me the Don Julio bottle. But I have the big jar in the back of buttons. I got buttons in the front. I've got buttons over in the sewing section. Let me see if I can get this door open right here. I'm gonna hold on to the computer. Okay. That's my oil painting section. And my oils, canvases, my Xyron. And then we have more papers and stuff right here. Oh wait, that's the door over there. I'm sorry. Excuse me. My papers here that, and then my old suitcases. Well, they're not old, but they look old. And all my corks. All of those corks. But, and then I got my printer. Moving on. Moving along. Those paintbrushes I have never used right here. And I don't plan to for a little while. But it's overwhelming because you move somewhere. We moved with the government, and the government came in and packed us up. Well, I had my craft room packed pretty much before they came in. And I built these little cubbies to put my stamp pads in. They suck. They suck so bad. I hate them, but and then I have my picture frame with some stuff hanging off of it. And a bunch of stuff. See, this is some of the paper that I'm going to sell in my sale coming up. All right. And my painting papers. And then I got, those are my new, some of my new Stampin' Up. Some of those are my new Stampin' Up stamps. And then some of the others are some that I had taken off wooden blocks. And then, let's see, I have stamps and die cuts in there. I have stamps there. I have die cuts over there. Now I got stuff down here underneath the cabinet. And then, let's see if I can get over here. I know you don't want to see my shimmy. More stuff. I am OCD about trying to be organized, but shoot, I try to get organized. I can't get that way. It's just, I am not an organized person. I'm organized, cluttered. There's some more stamps right there. Oh, that's my baby dog who keeps huffing at the walkers. That sounded like The Walking Dead. I mean, people walking. And then I have more rubber stamps in this bags here. And I can't decide if I want to sell them in the blocks or take them off the blocks. I took all mine personally off the blocks. So then we're going this way. Get more stamps down there. Those are some I bought from China and some I bought from Stacy. Some I bought from, who knows where. I got my alcohol inks in my brown cabinet. All my jewelry, kind of jewelry making stuff. Let's step out. I have two of those red cat mirrors. This is an oil painting I did. That actually was my first oil painting, my first portrait I painted. And then see, I haven't finished that. Got my 3 globes. Let's see, what else have I done? Okay, let's see. I'm going to move around the room a little bit. I'm going to go in the dark. I don't know how to zoom in yet. I'm learning this. There's a green plate right up there. I painted that. Oh, look at all my seashells that I have gotten going on trips on a cruise and different things like that. My sewing machine. But this is one wall. So I have about a 16 by 22 size room. I have a pretty good size room. I'm pleased with it. I like off the blocks. Too hard to store. Oh, you're not kidding. I do. I agree. I'm gonna have walk back over here because I gotta drink of water for a minute. My allergy medicine does that. Oh, I'm sorry for moving it so fast. Now, last night they were having a conniption fit to see what is. Oh, I didn't show you all this down here. I have stuff underneath my table. I have stuff everywhere. I owned a craft store for 12 years in Mississippi, and I did a lot of scrapbooking. I did a lot of general crafts, fine arts. You name it. Stamps, stencils, all that kind of stuff. So we're back to where I come up, and the reason I got the larger Sizzix stack, the big Pro, was because of my spine surgery. I had to have. It was harder for me to push the roller cutter through the. This is my box I found at the Goodwill. Isn't that cool? It's like a silverware box or something, but it's not going to be that way for long. So we're going to walk past the stairs where I walk up and come up and go into my room. Now I know you guys keep hearing me say I'm going to have a sale. Well, this is my craft room and my Christmas storage room. This is, let me figure out how to get this camera down here. I am selling ribbon. Look at all that ribbon. I had to go into it and put ribbon into bags because it kept rolling all over the place. I'm selling some extra alchemy Primus paints. There's scrap packs of paper in there. There's scrubber pads. There's let me move my sewing case out of the way. So we got stickers in this big bag. There is a stack of paper. You can see there, and there, and here. There's one right underneath those two totes, those clear totes right there. What's in those totes right there are 6x6 I cut. There are rubber stamps. Let's see if I can figure out which way to turn the camera. Under that book, and they're all in that tote. They're all in this box. I've got old magazines. None of the Christmas stuff gets to go. I have stamps up under the Christmas stuff. I have Stampin' Up! Containers down there that will store stickers. Rolls of ribbon, all them. I've got photo albums, glitter, chalks. 6 of those Stampin' Up! Where is it? Stampin' Up! Containers full of buttons and different embellishments and such. More stickers, more glitter in those black boxes. Then I'm going to turn around. Under this box here is under my sewing machine box. There are some albums, coasters, and I'm gonna hold on to this and you're gonna be the wobbly. I'm gonna move my box real quick. Sorry, probably sound like I am Avalanche. Probably was. All right. Hold on. Come off of there. All right. I got more stamps there. The vinyl, I can't remember if I bought the vinyl or if it was in this stuff. This lady, okay, I answered an ad in Marketplace online and showed 2 red tubs and a box of rubber stamps. So I went and went and answered her call, and she said, "Come look." And I went and I looked and asked. I said, what are they?" And she said, "Hold on, my computer moved sideways." She said that her mom had died and they didn't know what to do with them. So I have block stamps up underneath here. So I ended up buying this woman's whole room. There's more Stampin' Up! Stamps in that box. There's Stampin' Up! Stamps in this box. Brand new. Most of them are brand new. All these boxes here, all those right there, full of stamps, stickers, clear. Some of them are wood stamps. I've given stuff away. I've donated stuff. That's what's overwhelming. Is that, let's go back out here. That's my big flowers. That's where I store my flowers. But all those brown boxes were full of die cuts, because that's a storage for Sizzix. More paper that I haven't even gone through. But I wanted to show you guys this fabric that I just got in, and then I'm going to cut. I've been cutting up some our Goodwill. We must have some Indians that live in this area, and they trade out clothes. And these were some of their everyday clothes wearing ones. And I thought, you know what? I love the way those look. Those would be cool. So I've been cutting them up. And I got a couple of saris. One of them I just can't bring myself to cut. But anyway, this is the new fabric that I just got in that I'm going to take orders. I got 3 yards of each one of them. And I'm going to I want to cut them down into like 12 by 12 sizes. That way everybody can get one, and not everybody, and it won't cost an arm and a leg. And then you can get a piece. And I mean, wouldn't those make great journal covers to embellish? Cut those little flowers out, make them watercolored look. You could do the background like this right here. I just think they're beautiful. This is one of my favorites right here. With the, it's called Geometric. I don't know, that just is really cool to me. I could see that as a background page. But then this is a cool one. I know a lot of people like big and bold. One thing I haven't shown you, and I'm kind of ashamed to show. Well, what can I say? I can't say I'm ashamed because I showed you all my mess. Is my sewing, my fabric that I keep. Y'all see Y'all see this brown leather thing here? This is a dress that I got at the Goodwill for $4.99, and I'm putting that sucker up for $4.99. That is real leather on the outside, suede leather, and then it's lined with whatever. Okay, here we go. You see my closet door. I'm going to try and open it without making a huge mess on the outside. Whoop. All right. Let's see. I'm divulging all my secrets. Look at all. Okay, those are bolts of fabric of fleece and white and whatnot. Some of those are big enough to be backgrounds for the backs for quilts. All those on there are 2 yard to 1 yard cuts of fabrics. Some stuff that fell yesterday. There's more 1 yard cuts, 2 yard cuts. There's some more behind this tool. Those are projects that I have not finished. Those are boxes of fabric or scraps. And felt. Hi, Keisha. How are you? I had a hard time getting on. I was just showing my stash of fabric that is mine. And then I can't get to it. Maybe I can get to it. It's overwhelming because I'm trying to organize the room as well as unpack the stuff from moving. And that's double hard, it seems like. All right. These are my curtains I'm going to make. This is the fabric. Let me find it real quick. Y'all can see my mess here. Oh, here it is. This is the fabric I'm going to make my curtains out of. Look at that. Isn't that cute? I'm going to stand it up against the wall so that you can see from one side to the other. Okay, Keisha? Okay. That is the whole length of my room. So I have 2 of these work tables, two setups like that. One's for crafting, and the other's for sewing. And then my room goes, and I have 3 windows in here, so it is great natural light. It goes from here to there. Nice big room. I love it. But this was what my husband, I forgot to show you all those drawers down there. I got all those drawers from that lady that died too. And all my books I've been buying from everybody. Got all my paper. What else would you like to see? Let's see. I was playing with some painty papers the other day. Okay, so here's my little dog. It's Katie that's got the big dog. Here's mine. Hey, Scrappy, how are you today? Hey, buddy. You can't see you. They can't see you. Come here. Come on. Come on to the light. There you go. All right. Sit. Sit. You got to sit. So you got to sit so I can see. There he is. Hey, he's my watcher. He watches me make stuff. Okay, Keisha. Should I take you back through my room that I'm going to sell stuff from? I know the pictures last night didn't do justice. Those are all beads and clay and all that kind of stuff. I have so much stuff. Keisha, did you see the fabric? Look at the fabric right here. This is some new fabrics that I just got in that I'm going to cut to sell. Those. And then this one. And that's geometric shape one. And like I told them, I have found a lot of people in this area that sell their everyday Indian clothes. So I've been going through. I find them at Goodwill, and I kind of just been cutting them up in little. These are scraps that I was cutting up with, and some batik fabric. This is really soft. I love batik fabric. Let's see what some of the other scraps were. Same things. But I have this silk sari. It has no gemstones, no beading on it whatsoever. And it's silk. And I got it for $4.99 at the Goodwill. Can you believe that? And it's beautiful. I don't know if I can part with that one or not. I don't know. All right, here we go. Those my flowers. All right, this was my room that I showed last night, the pictures of it. Maybe I can go in a little more detail and I can explain. Okay, this box here is full of ribbon. Stampin' Up ribbon, grosgrain, silk, the satin kind. There's alchemy paints, scrap papers. I get bags and bags of scrap papers in there. Down there, under all that orange tote, is paper all the way from the tote to the floor. Brand new packs of paper. Brand new packs of paper next to it. I got the rolls for the Stampin' Up. I got a bag full, and they see more bag full of stamps. This is bags of paper that I had some extras of, and I went in and coordinated them and made packets, and I put them into 6x6 pieces. Extra stuff, extra envelopes. This is one thing that the lady that I bought all this stuff from, had. These are the Stampin' Up clamshells, and I have them in various sizes. There's also another stack of paper. I'm not selling the Vera Bradley, but I'm sorry. No Christmas items are getting sold, so all the paper up underneath that frosty box is going. There's a box full of paper there. And let's see what else is in there. Oh, dies, steel rule dies. You did not see these things. Oh, you saw my shells. Those shells are shells that we go off to take cruises in the Caribbean and whatnot. I have 6 of these full. This one is full of buttons. There's others that are full of different brads, different things. And so I'm going to go through and mix them up. And then I've got sticky dots, and I've got glitter, and oh my gosh. This is all a lot of the stuff that came from the woman. My paper that I bought, that I had brought back saved from my store, is right here. Those. Can you see that? I'm trying to hold the camera and the computer. Oh, it's hard. Oops. There's one. Right there. I know somebody named Laura Free would like that one, as well as that one. So I got, let me move this, more rubber stamps. It comes with a short body and short arms. Okay. Stamps, stamps, stamps. Xyron coasters, new tape gliders, some albums, Xyron, box full of, let me see if I'm getting it right, a box full of Stampin' Up! Stamps. Hi, Lizzie. I'm glad you found me again. Sorry. This box is full of wooden back stamps. This box is full of Stampin' Up! Stamps. The punches you saw were downstairs. All these photo boxes here, you can see I've labeled clear stamps, clear, and I don't know what the heck that other word is. Clear and something. Trims. Bags of die cuts, stamps, stickers, wood, clear. I mean, just, it's 3 rolls of all the way down. And I mean, I got all this. Holy cow, there's another box of stamps right there up underneath this box here. Yep. Plus, you can't have my Christmas decorations. But let's go back. We'll go back to the room in my craft room. But this is, I decided to, when we bought the house, my husband, we bought a 5-bedroom house. It's only 2 of us. I know that's crazy. We use every bit of the space except for 2 bedrooms. And with both of us having out a family, they come, hey, they got a bedroom. Plus, I always wanted to have a room when my boys came back home. If they came back home, if they needed a place to stay, they had a bedroom to stay in. So when we bought the house, he said he wanted a big enough room. He put in all the countertops and all the cabinets all the way around. I bought all the IKEA cabinets. My dad built the work tables, and then I put them on top of the IKEA cabinets, cubes. And so I have 2 of those stations, one there and one here, so that I can do my sewing on. And I have it tall enough that I don't have to hunch over it with my back. And then my sewing machine connected there. And then, of course, I didn't show you guys I didn't show you all this earlier. Let's see. I can get plenty of light in here. That's my hallway to my laundry room, my husband's office. I have 2 cabinets right there full of extra stuff. This, Keisha, is my stash of fabric, and there's fabric behind that crate right there, and there's all those are 1 card. And I took and ironed every single one of them, rolled them onto there, and there's 3. There's that one, this one, and one behind all that stuff, full of 1 and 2 yard cuts, sometimes more fabric. Because normally when I buy fabric to make a quilt, or if I'm unsure if I'm going to make a quilt or whatever, I buy 2-3 yards of fabric. at the time. And I know that sounds greedy, but it works. It works. So I have stuff underneath there, and I know some of y'all seen some of that stuff because I bought some from you. I have 2 boxes here, and I'm not sure if Keisha one of those are your boxes or not. But and then all my stamps up here and down here and across that table. But for the most part, oh. Oh, are you selling fabric today, Keisha? I don't see. Yeah, I need vintage laces. See, I love vintage. I love vintage. So if I can't find it, I will just try and make it. I'm going to turn this around to where you're seeing me instead. Hopefully. Excuse me. I'm still in my light. Let me pull up above so you won't see everything. Oh, you see my cabinet back? You see my box right here? I painted that box right there, and it's got fruit on it. Just if I can get you closer to it. Okay, that's the light will work. Come on, light. Like, you're not going to get a good view of it. So, anyway, let me take a drink of water before I die of thirst. I started out in crafting as doing stencils. And this was back in the 80s because we were first married and we didn't have any money. And I couldn't give gifts because he was in college. And you guys have to excuse this round face. I have had 2 doses of steroids in 1 month, and it has blown my face up to nothing. I mean, just. But anyway, so I started stenciling, and I just didn't like the way stenciling looked because it was in the 80s. It was just one color, one flat color, and you didn't do anything to it, and it was not what I thought it should be. So we got a job, moved to South Mississippi, and I sat down with towels and sheets that I took and got from yard sales and cut them up and made them to where I could paint on them and learn to do painting. And at that point, I didn't know anything about a canvas. I had never taken art in school. I do live in a transition. I mean, some days I wonder what's in this box. What did I get in this box, But I do like to support other crafters because, like I said earlier, I had a craft store for 12 years, and I worked my tail off in that store by myself up until probably the last 2 years, and my mother came in and she started helping me. And I did custom picture framing as well as classes and birthday parties, anything that I could do to get a craft across to a child or to an adult, which I'd rather have taught children because they have no inhibitions and they're easier to, they absorb it so much easier than adults do. Adults put up a wall and say, oh no, I can't do that. And I just always told them, my class, the first thing we don't say is, I can't. And of course, I don't know how many people got offended, but I kept having classes, so must not have been too many. So anyway, I am going to probably end this because it's been almost an hour. It's been almost an hour. Golly, how fast it goes. But Keisha, I will be at your sale That's right. Can't never did anything. And the first thing I would tell everybody that walked in the class when they sit down in front of their canvas and they would say something about, oh, I don't know if I can do this. I said, well, first of all, yours is not going to look like mine. And they would say, why not? I said, because I've been painting for 30 something years. And they were like, well, you're supposed to be teaching us. Hi, Mark. How are you? And I told them, I said, no, I've been painting for 35 years. And for that 35 years, I started where you're at. And I made mistakes, still make mistakes, I still screw it up. It still doesn't look like what I wanted like. And bam. What are you having a promotion on, Keisha? I've really enjoyed going to you guys' auctions, Keisha. Okay, well, listen. I try. It does take time and practice, and it takes the want to do it. And I've taught so many people that's gone on to teach other people, and I never sold any of my paintings because I didn't want to sell them. It became a job after that. So if you invite a new customer and they make a purchase, you get $2 off your order. You don't have to be there, but they do have to mention who sent them. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. All right. I like that idea, actually. Hope you don't mind. I might try and steal that one too. I don't know. I got to build up mine because I only have 170 something. So, but it's okay. Got to start somewhere. Thanks, guys, for coming and listening. Thanks for looking. I'm sorry it was a mess. I'm telling you, I told you my craft room looked like a volcano erupted craft supplies. Seriously. Whew, it's a mess. Anyway, bye, y'all.